Hey, I'm Scotty, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to sketch medium-sized faces with a really easy to follow technique. So I'll be going through these three references today in detail, but as usual the full tutorial will be on my Patreon. Okay, we're going to start with this head here, and we want to sketch the main shapes first. But to help us, and especially for beginners, it's good to have a bit of construction. So what I like to do is put a little dot in the middle, a very faint dot, and then put 4 dots around that. So we have 4 dots to start with. We can start above this top dot here and start drawing that silhouette of that main shape in just a very simple way. It comes across like this. We can draw the hairline and then down for the bit of hair. And the next biggest shape is that face shape where the chin is. So from the edge of the face to where the hair is there. So I'm just guessing that width comes down to about there. And you can see there's a slight angle. So we come down like this. So we stop there, make sure it bumps out there for the chin. It has another bump there, comes out, and then we draw that shape. Comes up and around there and then down, and then we have all the main shapes for the person. We can go between the hairline and the chin, and we divide it into 3 using the eyebrows and the bottom of the nose. Third down, you place 2 dots for between the eyebrows. Come down another third, and that's 2 dots, and that's about where the nose goes. So let's put the eyebrows in, go up and down, taper out to a point on the ends. Now we come down to the nose. Make sure it has that width up on this side, then down in the middle, and then back up. The next step is to do the eyes. From the side of the nose, 2/3 up, right up there, and that width we come across for the eye, connect those dots with a curve, like that, and then you can draw the iris. So now we go between the chin and the nose, we go up 2/3 again, corner of the mouth, just below, it's a very small mouth. And then the bottom lip, we can add 2 lines here, and we also have to add a pupil in the eye. Add a little eyelash, but to make her look a bit older we put a line coming down here like this, and then one there, 2 lines there. Around her mouth you can see there's that line that comes down, the wrinkle that comes down like that, 1 and 2 there, and then some sunspots and comes across, so just add a few lines there. Okay, and the rest can be done in watercolor. Now we're going to sketch the man with the turban, so let's do the same thing on here. Let's put a dot in the middle. So we have a circle, it's a bit rough that. We want to do the turban, which is a lot higher than these dots. Coming up around there, and it comes out this way a little bit, and then down here. And then down inside this way. But now the beard. So I'm thinking that the eyebrows are about here. That width of the face, so put a little line there. That's where his chin would come to. Beard might come down to about there. So use a nice wobbly line, and then the shoulder comes a bit like that. Okay, and now we got the face. So we have the chin here, and that's probably where the hairline is up there. So we come down about 1/3, which is where those dots are there, and that is where the eyebrows are. But he doesn't have very strong eyebrows, so I'm just going to put 2 dots anyway. It's about halfway between the eyebrows and the chin. That's where the nose is. So let's just draw one single line and then down. Now we do the nose. So let's draw the angled nostril on this side for the other side. Little curve and then down, 2/3 up, right up there, and that's the width of the eyes. So just a simple curve at this size to the iris, and between the chin and the bottom of the nose we go up 2/3 again, 1, 2, and then we can put a little dot on this side and a dot on this side. Just goes up and then down, and then a little line underneath that lip. Don't have to draw a line here, just draw lots of little lines to show this facial hair here. Let's draw a little line under the eye there, and then another longer one, a little pupil in there. Now some nice lines that curve around the head wrap up here. So now we have another man with a beard with glasses as well. So let's put a dot in the middle here. We have a rough circle where his head is. Okay, but it goes up, comes around this point here, but it curves away. So let's do that shape there and comes like that. So it's that back quadrant of that circle. The distance between the ear, the corner of the ear, the side of the face, let's go down that same distance down to about there. And that's approximately where the chin would be. So now let's divide this into 3. 1/3 is there, and another 1/3 is there. Now we can draw that outline of the face, including the nose this time. So it comes across, and then it's going to come out to the end of the nose. I'll put a mark, and then in. Comes like this. So between the chin and the hairline, that's where we thought where the eyebrow is. So you can come across a little bit to start that left eyebrow, and the nose will come out this far as well. So let's draw this first eyebrow here like this, and the little hole underneath. Now the eye. Between the brow and the nose we go up 2/3 and we go up past that dot, so go higher than the dot and then down to the dot like that. Now with the mouth, between the chin and the bottom of the nose we go up 2/3 again to about there and give it a bit of a curve. And now we can add in the beard because it's looking a bit strange there. So this, the hair coming like this, curve like that, and then a bigger curve just around those shadows. And then the one that goes right around. And some details in the hair showing how flowy the hair goes back. Now the glasses. Always leave them to the end as they come across. So let's just draw that shape in one shape like this. So let's draw the next shape like this. So let's add a bit more detail, perhaps just to show a bit of age, a little bit, 2 lines there. Some details on the shirt. So we're going to add some watercolor on top with a few light layers. So I have burnt sienna. So we're starting at the top, and you'll notice here that the light is more on the top right. And you can go over the features, it's just really light and rough like that. And then right across, you can try to leave a bit for the eyes. I think the light's coming this way, so actually leave light, more space on this side. So now while we let those two dry there, let's go on to this gentleman here. And I'm using burnt umber. We're not going straight burnt umber, we're going to add some Payne's grey. And the same way I'm thinking about the light hitting this way, so a little bit more white space on this side. Okay, and then some on his lips there. This is burnt umber and Payne's grey with a bit of rose. So especially around the eyes, just had a bit there, a bit of darkness there, a bit of contrast in his eyes there. Simple little areas like here, like across here, we have a bit under here, dark a bit there, and then around the eyes. And now let's do the other shapes. Permanent rose there. So we start off that line a little bit. It's really nice. Viridian green and a bit of turquoise. And then we start here and then a bit in there. Okay, for the hair here, we can actually use this area up here. So we've got Payne's grey. And then as we go, we're going to add a tiny bit of burnt umber. Paint this in, brown in there, Payne's grey. We can get some of those strokes in there and then a light at the back here. Just little bits, just a hint. Stripe here. It should be dry, everything else around it. Over this way. And across here. Colour there and just little bits like that. That's all. Just little bits, just darker. I was also thinking a background like this. Nice strokes. So I have my Posca pen, PC1M, and that is going to just add a few highlights. Some little glints in the hair and on the glasses. Okay, I did the highlights, but actually I forgot the shadows. So this is Purple Lake around the eye, down here a bit, and underneath this. So same sort of thing. It's on this side, the left-hand side, comes down across those shapes. So there are my 3 medium-sized portraits. That's how I sketch smaller portraits with simple lines. So if you really want to learn and follow along with this tutorial, I recommend joining my Patreon because it's got the full tutorial without all the cuts. With the references you can download and the template, which might help. You can print that off and sketch on top if you're a beginner. Plus a bonus portrait which you can sketch. My patrons vote each week and they told me they really wanted to do the one with a smile. So I'm adding that in on the end of this tutorial for all my patrons because that can be a very tricky thing to do, is to have a smiling portrait. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. All the best with your sketching and I'll see you in the next one.